Welcome to Profiletraders. This is Reza, August the 15th, and you're listening to my market analysis looking at the chart of ES here. It's been a few weeks since the last report, but there was really not much to update. Market has been stuck in an extremely tight range, low volume activity where pretty much the downside doesn't exist. It's either a standstill or a grind to the upside. And the last report, I very much so specifically said that this market is not going to stop until we do reach 2200. We did reach 2191 and then got a pushback at the very last few minutes of the day, which is indicating that as we approached the 2190 level, as you can see in the consolidation up there, they were unable to bring in new buyers. I am extremely confident looking at this market and the way it's been behaving, where the confidence is such, the level of certainty on the buy side is such that this market can no longer be subject to a correction, indicates that we are very close to an extremely dynamic move to the downside that could be triggered any given time from today on till the end of the month. When the attitude towards the market becomes to a point where no matter where you look at and you see the charts, there is this absolute certainty on the buy side to an extent that the downs or the sell side doesn't exist anymore. It's either a standstill or a grind to the upside. There is no more drop in this market, and when it reaches this level, it becomes very scary. So my upside remains still 2200, which it gives us a 15 points maximum upside from here. Of course, everything is possible. We can go to 2200 and blow that level, and more craziness would come into the market. Everything is possible, but I doubt it. Let's not forget that when we look at our daily chart, this is a move that is now coming up from 1985. So 1985 to 2200, that's 215 points of a parabolic S&P rally, which is more than 2,000 Dow points, and all of it on manipulation from the corporations that are issuing junk bonds at 0%, thanks to the Federal Reserve, bringing in billions upon billions and buying back their own shares. Thanks to the fact that the central banks are not the biggest sickening gamblers on the market, they buy anything that trades out there, and mainly shares. So corporation buys their own shares, central banks buy their shares, and also the fact is that every time the business cycle gets bad, the analysts come in, get the bribe money, lower their estimate, and somehow next time earnings come out, magically, even when the business is bad, these corporations can meet the earning estimates that have been lowered and everything looks good. So when everything is lined up to this manner to favor the market, it's usually a sign that we are approaching very dangerous territory. When we start to drop, what levels should we expect to hit? I have 4 of them with extreme high level of confidence that all 4 will be reached. 2183.5 is one, 2179.5 is another one, 2173.5 is another one, and 2162.5 is another one, and below 2162.5 we are looking at 2150. But that's just an appetizer. If we really want to start to drop, when we look at this daily chart, this craziness that is going on, 2150 is just right here. If we really want to drop, I believe that the next leg of a drop will take us at the bare minimum to 2050. Bare minimum. So I am definitely suggesting everyone to become extremely cautious here. There is very little left to the upside, but a humongous amount left to the downside. Now let's look at crude oil very quickly. Same thing. This thing has been going up on very much so nothing. From $40, we are now at $46. We just hit a trend line here. We are at extreme resistance. I can definitely see if this 46 level holds, that market could correct itself back down to 42. First level of support of significance here is 45.30. Once we do break below 45.30, we should have no problem dropping to 44.8. Then 44.4, then 44.10, and then past 44.10 we're gonna drop to 43.4, and then 43 even. So I'm bearish on crude, I'm bearish on ES, and let's see how everything goes moving forward. Again, this was Reza with Profiletraders. If you wish to learn market profile, you can get all my 5 courses 1 year to my trading room for a very attractive price of $550. Check the deal, profiletraders.com. Thank you for listening, and to the next time.